So there's been a bit of discussion lately about dinghies and davit systems and how you transport your dinghy on your vessel. When you have a larger boat, it's not as much of an issue, but when you have a smaller boat like ours, it becomes a bit complicated. We wanted a system that would work really well with handling the dinghy, but also when we did not have the dinghy with us, it still gave us the whole swim platform to work with without it being a danger to me and my klutzy feet and stubbed toes. So this video shows you the system that we use. It's called the Weaver davit system, and because our swim platform is about 2 feet off the water, we included with the davit system what they call their drop-down bars, which lowers the dinghy down to water level when you are ready to put it in the water. It makes it very simple. It's a very clean installation. So as you can see, when we start, before the davit system is on the stern, the only thing we really have is these two metal plates. The drop-down bars attached to these metal plates. Here is a drop-down bar right here, and it's a very simple installation. You simply slide it in, and then there's a pin, and you pin it in place. So from the back of the boat, that's basically what the drop-down bars look like once they get installed. On the dinghy itself, when you use this system, they glue these pieces to the side of the dinghy. You can see them right here, and these pieces attach to those drop-down bars. And you'll see when we go to install the dinghy how they work. It's a very clever system. The other thing I wanted to show you is we attach standoff bars, which basically holds the dinghy up and to the stern of the boat with these clips right here. There's one here and there's one over there. And again, when we install the dinghy, you'll see better or more clearly how these clips work. So here we've attached the standoff bars. You can see it's just a clip-in process. We have added to it a little piece of Velcro here just to secure this so it doesn't do that and come unattached mid-journey. Okay, and there you can see how we clip in the drop-down bars onto the edge of the dinghy. It's really just a snap-in-place system. Once we get that done, then you have to pull them up and out of the water. It will raise the edge of the dinghy up to the swim platform. And it will snap in place. And the last thing you do is we tied a dock line around the other side of the dinghy to use it for traction to pull it up out of the water. And then you can see the standoff rods attach underneath to an attachment that was put on the dinghy, and they clip in the same way the other standoff bars did. Okay, so here you have the finished or the end result of our dinghy davit system. Again, you can see the standoff bars here clip onto a little mechanism that was installed on the tender. We have added these little Velcro strips to keep this from unintentionally coming unclipped during transit. You can see the drop-down bars down here. I'll try and get a little bit closer for you so you can see how the drop-down bars work. Again, when we get to where we're going, we'll simply drop these down. It will lower the dinghy down to water level. As a final safety measure, we're going to tie a line from the handle here back to the handle on the transom while we're underway. Weaver doesn't indicate that you need that, but we just like an extra layer of safety to prevent the dinghy from bouncing around too much while we're underway. From the back of the boat, you can see that we have plenty of clearance between the dinghy and the water, so as we are underway and get on plane, we don't have to worry about the dinghy dragging in the water any. And here is a side profile. So you can see the swim platform is still nice and clear. There's nothing there for me to stub my toes on. And the dinghy rides quite nicely right there. When we're underway, we don't have it here yet, but when we're underway, we do put the outboard on the floor underneath the cockpit table in the back. We pad it with blankets and lay it down, and it rides quite nicely there.